you get into college because they don't get to hold back. And they get to tell you all the nasty, dirty bullshit that happened in history. So this is all about it. My presentation is too long for
your slide design.
a look at the gross censorship of history education, or your great-great-grandfather was a pervert, and so are you. So in high school history, they show us all these founding fathers and so on and so forth, and we learn about these old crusty white dudes who are held to this higher standard, and they have become these objects of legend, and they just don't seem like real people anymore. They've become legendary. Well, I'm about to turn that upside down, and I feel like this should be taught in the high schools. Thomas Jefferson fucked a slave. Fucked his father-in-law's slave, who also happened to be the half-sister of his wife, and had many children with her, whom he freed, but he never freed her. That's skeletons in the closet. Kind of a dick. George Washington, medical marijuana user. He never did have wooden teeth, but he did have dentures made from teeth pulled from slaves. Benjamin Franklin loved the ladies. Loved them quite a bit older.
Yes. How much older?
So much older than in a note to his friend, he wrote, "Because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms, the lower parts continuing to the last as plump as ever, so that covering all above with a basket and regarding only what is below the girdle, it is impossible of two women to know an old from a young one. And as in the dark all cats are gray, the pleasure of corporal enjoyment with an old woman is at least equal and frequently superior, every knack being practice capable of improvement." Old women are better because they are more experienced.
That's a goddamn sentence.
They know they're not hot anymore, so they'll make up for it in the sack. They won't get pregnant. They are more prudent and discreet. They're not a virgin, so you're not going to wreck them. And they're grateful for it.
That is a yikes for me.
He also gave a public essay called Fart Proudly. James Joyce, beloved author of Ulysses, amongst other things. His wife was Nora, whom he called his dirty little fuckbird. We have love letters between the two of them. At every fuck I gave you, your shameless tongue came bursting out through your lips, and if I gave you a bigger, stronger fuck than usual, fat, dirty farts came spluttering out of your backside.
I'm so glad we have 4
You had an arsenal of farts that night, darling, and I fucked them out of you big fat fellows. Long windy ones, quick little squeaky cracks, and a lot of little naughty farties, ending in a long gush from your hole. The smallest things give me a great cockstand, a whorish movement on your mouth, a little brown stain on the seat of your white drawers, a sudden dirty word spluttered out of your wet lips, a sudden immodest noise made by your behind, and then a bad smell slowly curling up out of your backside. Napoleon! Check out this degenerate. Napoleon loved his Empress Josephine so much, and he told her, "Take wing and come, a kiss on your heart, and one much lower down, much lower." He also called her a naughty, gawky, foolish slut, and then would write ahead 30 days or so before he was due to come back into town and would say, "Don't wash." But we could go a little bit more modern than this. We've got Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the philosopher. He liked to be spanked. He's quoted, we get there, "He who loves well punishes well." Martin Luther King, known adulterer.
Martin Luther King?
Joseph Smith Jr., who created an entire religion so he could have 28 wives, many of whom were underage. We have Lawrence of Arabia, who is both a masochist and a pederast. He had relationships with young boys. That's what a pederast is. Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin. JFK would have, he swam to help his back, and so he would have nude swim parties at the White House with Secret Service protecting him and keeping him from Jackie, and they had to duck out one time because Jackie came in for a swim at night, but she allegedly didn't find out. I don't believe it. We have Einstein, known adulterer, married twice. The second time to his cousin. Fuck me! Alright.
Oh, no.
No, it's okay.
That's
Finish.
The second one with his cousin, and then he divorced her and almost married her 22-year-old daughter. This is Lord Byron, the famous author. He was a known womanizer and kept a collection of clippings of each woman's pubes.
In what?
Give me a lock in your hair. No, lock in hair.
Dearest Gandhi chose to be chaste, and to prove his chastity would sleep every night with multiple women in his bed, some as young as 9 years old.
Yeah. That's
So what I'm saying is that these people have been put into legendary status, but we need to know that these people did wonderful things for the most part. Most of them did wonderful things, and we can do wonderful things too. So what you should do is let your freak flag fly.
That is another yikes.
That's
for me,
nice.
no.
It's the ISIS flag that's made out of dildos.
Oh, got it.
Let their freak flag fly and be just like these people, except for Gandhi, because fuck that guy.
All right.